Hi VC, Dale Gatefold 33 back with another video, and despite no demand whatsoever, nobody has been clamoring for this, no comments in the last year or so. It's back whether you like it or not. Yes, it's the return of Lost in the Collection. Excuse me. So I have been listening to a lot of albums in the collection in certainly December and January. I stopped the series, as I said, over a year ago. I originally started it because I had about 600 albums in my spreadsheet that were showing as not having been played for 5 years or more. Since I've stopped, so I got it down to about 500. Since I've stopped, it's crept back over the 600 mark. So I thought, let's get it go. Well, I thought, let's listen to some of those records. So I've kind of abandoned my inbox this last, yes, 5 or 6 weeks, certainly over Christmas and in January. I've kind of abandoned the inbox, which is another problem because I normally use the car boot sale closed season between November and February to clear the inbox, ready for the car boot sales to fill it again. But I cannot not done that, so the inbox is still pretty full, which is a bit of a shame. Car boot sales might start in the next few weeks. They'll be slow to start with anyway, but you never know. You never know. If you're not, you've got to be in it to win it. Anyway, I have listened to a lot of records that are showing in my spreadsheet as not having been listened to for 5 years, and I was going to share some today. I'm going to share 22. Oh my word, 22, Dale, because this time as well, back by popular demand, even more popular demand, it's going to be a shootout. So I've got 11 pairs of records I'm going to show, and within each pair, one is staying in the collection. I've enjoyed revisiting it, and the other one is leaving the collection because on going back to it, I thought, it doesn't quite meet my criteria of being a keeper in the collection, and probably never will. Therefore, better to pass it on to somebody else. So, without further ado, and don't forget, these are not A versus B. These, I'm just showing 11 of the albums I'm getting rid of and 11 of the albums I'm keeping. I've tried to pair them up relatively logically, and the first one definitely. So you have to guess which one am I keeping and which one am I getting rid of. So we've got Jimmy Cliff In Concert, the best of, and Jimmy Cliff self-titled album. Which one is staying and which one is going? This one is staying and this one is going. Yeah, this has got the hits on it as it suggests, but I didn't really feel it particularly with it, and it has got a few issues with it, a few crackles and pops and ticks. So probably for that reason, actually, I thought it doesn't have to stay. It wasn't an essential. This is an original Trojan label UK press, found from the car boot sale, probably one of the earliest, right back in the day when I was 13, 14 years ago, back maybe 15 years ago, found for 50 pence at a car boot sale. I just managed to snatch it before another person at this car boot sale got it, who was a big collector. We used to compete, if you like, at the car boot sale. I don't go to that one anymore. And at the end, kind of just show what we've managed to find. There was no kind of animosity in it. It was quite a nice guy. Okay, so next pair. Which one is staying and which one is going? So we've got the Colorfield and Virgins and Philistines, and we've got China Crisis with one of their long-titled albums. Which one staying, which one going? This one is going, this one is staying. Yeah, so I think I've got one China Crisis album, the one that everyone has that's got different coloured sleeves that I can't remember. I've got one China Crisis album. This one, wasn't doing it for me. This absolutely fantastic album. I love Terry Hall, and this is a really great album. So yeah, really enjoyed going back to this. It says on the hype sticker here, includes the singles Thinking of You and Castles in the Air, which are not much going on the label, all right. But yeah, really great album. Enjoyed going back to that. Okay, next two, we've got Astrud Gilberto and Brenda Lee. So Astrud Gilberto, The Shadow of Your Smile, and Brenda Lee, Top Teen Hits. Which one is staying? Which one is going? This one is staying, and this one is going. Yeah, this didn't really grab me. It felt a bit Astrud Gilberto by numbers. It's got some nice songs. Obviously, The Shadow of Your Smile is a really lovely rendition, but the rest of it, it was okay. So, but not essential. This is also not essential, but it really jumps out the speakers. I love it, and it's just fun. So this is 1965. This is an original US pressing, and it's got Dancing in the Street, The Crying Game, Let It Be Me, He Loves You, Snap Your Fingers, Wishing and Hoping, Funny, Is It True, Always Something There to Remind Me, Can't Buy Me Love. I mean, they're not brilliant versions of these teen hits, but they're pretty good, energetic, enjoyable. As I said, sounds really good. One of the tracks has supposedly got Jimmy Page on guitar, at least one of the tracks. So I can't remember which one it is. So, yeah, stay in for now. Okay, we've got Cream, Disraeli Gears, and Saxon, Wheels of Steel. Which one is staying? Which one is going? This one is going. This one is staying. Okay, calm down. Calm down. This one is going. This is a stereo press from early 70s. I think maybe it's an original 68 stereo press. I've got a lovely 68 mono press that is staying in the collection. This stereo press, again from a boot sale, it's a bit crackly. And so I thought I don't need a stereo mono. The mono sounds great, so get rid of the stereo. This fantastic album. Saw Saxon in early 90s. I saw Saxon, and yeah, really like Saxon. So this was it's a nostalgia trip for me to have this album. So yeah, definitely a keeper. Okay. Next up, we've got Richard Thompson with his album 13 and Renaissance and Ashes Are Burning. This one is going. This one is staying. So, yeah, again, played this. This is, when's this from? 2018. I bought this on release. Kind of bought all Richard Thompson's albums. He put sort of 3 or 4 or 5 albums out over in sort of 2012 to 2018. They're all kind of good. It's Richard Thompson. So yeah, I played this and it just didn't blow my socks off, as they say. So I thought, you know what, I've got quite a lot of Richard Thompson albums. Didn't need to have this one. It's one of those annoying doubles that's not a double as well. This is great. This is gatefold. Copy original. Yeah, I mean, I do have to be in the mood for them, but yeah, very good album. Okay, we've got Cortex and Troupeau Blue, and we've got Soft Machines Third. This one is staying. This one is going. So this is an album I should love. I like my Canterbury. It's just too proggy, too angular. Double album. It's a long double out, proper double, 80 minutes. It's just too much for me. I can't sit through it. And given I've said an album to stay in the collection needs to be one that I listen to front to back, This, maybe I wasn't in the mood at the time, but no, this one doesn't do it for me. This, it's kind of jazz funk. It's, you know, jazz rock, jazz funk. Cortex, French band, and yeah, really enjoy this. It's not brilliant. Sometimes it does get a little bit on your nerves, but mostly it's fine and enjoyable. Okay, we've got This Mortal Coil, and It'll End in Tears, and Beth Gibbons singing Symphony of Sorrowful Songs by Henrik Górecki. So this one is going, this one is staying. Yeah, so Górecki is, this is, you know, supposed to be a very dark, mournful performance, and you know, it is Polish National Radio Symphony Orchestra. It's just that, and Beth Gibbons does a fantastic job of doing the singing parts in it, but I think it's done better with a proper classical soprano. I presume it would be classical singer with an orchestra. She does a really good job at trying to do it. It just doesn't, I don't know, doesn't impart the melancholy and the performance to me that I was hoping. So yeah, this is really enjoyable. This has got different artists on it. It's obviously got the big song to the siren on it. Yeah, really enjoyed going back to this on 4AD, and this is got this one cheap at a car boot sale, but it's got, you can see, probably just see there, it's got water damage. I've got two This Mortal Coil albums. They've both got water damage, so there's sort of little, we can see the staining on it, but the vinyl's perfect. Okay, next two, we've got Serge Gainsbourg and Jean-Claude Vanier, Les Chemins de Kathmandu, and Cleopatra. This one is staying, this one is going. Yeah, this is quite an angular, doesn't really flow. Obviously it's a soundtrack, you get what you get. It's the soundtrack to the film. I haven't seen the film, but it didn't really sit when I tried to play it. When I played it, I didn't really think, yeah, I'm going to sit down and enjoy this front to back. It's got some interesting pieces on it, interesting music, but didn't grab me. This is a funky blaxploitation. This is a reissue, funky blaxploitation. Yeah, really enjoyed this, and it has, who's it got singing on it? Who's it got singing on it? Millie Jackson, It Hurt So Good on it. But yeah, enjoyed this as a good blaxploitation soundtrack. Next two, we've got Sergio Mendes and the Brazil 66 Equinox, and we got Sergio Mendes and the Brazil 77 with Primal Roots. So this one is going and this one is staying. A little bit of a cheat here. This is going because the vinyl's a bit beat. So this is the Bossa, you know, Sergio Mendes and the Brazil 66 Bossa album. Pretty good. Yeah, I would keep it. So I will be looking out for a better copy of this. So it isn't going because I don't like the music. It's going because the condition. This, very different to your typical Sergio Mendes album. This is much more, this is almost goes right back to Brazilian folk, jazz, quite, again, got angular parts to it. It's not the smooth, lush bossa that you're used to, but really, really interesting. Really enjoyed this. Yeah, Primal Roots. Highly recommend that album. Okay, next up, we've got Aha Hunting High and Low, and we've got Everything But the Girl, Baby, the Stars Shine Bright. This one is Staying, this one is Going. Yeah, the album front to back didn't really grab me. I have the singles, Take On Me and The Sun Always Shines on TV on 7-inch, and so I will probably pick up a copy of Hunting High and Low from a car boot sale if I stumble across it, and that'll do for me. This, I love Everything But the Girl. I love early Everything But the Girl. This is them at probably their most sophisti pop, most twee pop. A lot of people don't like this album. I really like it. I mean, it's very 80s production, very twee, very poppy, very sappy, but yeah, I really like it. So that's a keeper. And then finally, the 11th pair, we have Marvin Gaye and Kim Weston, It Takes Two, and Ken Boothe, Let's Get It On. So this one is Staying, this one is Going. Yeah, this is a really good sounding album. The opening track, It Takes Two, is a fantastic, fantastic song, but the rest of it is felt a bit soul by numbers. There's not really much else on it that really stood out to me strongly. So this is a Dutch album, Dutch pressing. Sounds really good, but as I said, opening track, so maybe I need to find a 7-inch single of It Takes Two, but didn't need a full album of them. This is really, really good. Ken Boothe's got a lovely, lovely reggae voice, and this has got some lovely guitar, and, you know, does covers of, obviously, it's called Let's Get It On. It's got Let's Get It On, Playground of My Mind, but it's got a fantastic Down by the River, the Neil Young song. Yeah, really, really nice album, again on Trojan Records. So there you go. There's 11 pairs of albums, 11 keepers, 11 I'll pass on. Different ways, car boot sale, Discogs, etc., to get rid of them, make some space in the collection. Yeah, so yes, the not played is still over 600, and I did a bit of a look ahead in the spreadsheet. How many albums have I played a month going forward in 2026? And it's about 25 a month. So it's I'm recording this on the 1st of February, so the 600 and odd will have just increased by 25. So in order to bring this down, I've got to listen to more than 25 albums a month that I haven't listened to for 5 years or more, in order to gradually build this down, because every month 25 new albums that I haven't listened to are going to click in. So I need to see what the February ones are and see if there's any of those I fancy giving a listen. But obviously I've still got this bulk of 600 to get through to bring it down. And I know some of you will say, you haven't listened to 600 records for 5 years. I listen to all my records all the time, every week. No, you don't. If you've got 2,000 records, you don't, unless you're retired, which I'm not. Anyway, I won't get into that rant. Go and watch one of my early videos. Okay, VC, that'll be enough. I'll be back. Well, I don't know if I'll be back, because this has been sort of my 2 weeks off at Christmas plus January to build this up. I may or may not be back with another one of these soon. I'm certainly not sure I'll be doing it monthly, but we'll see where we get to. I need to get through the records, but we'll see what we get to. Okay, VC, cheers, thanks, bye.